If you're tired of hunting for an outdoor table that actually stays together when the kids run around, the wind picks up, or you spill a glass of wine, you're looking for something reliable, easy to live with, and worth the money, not just a list of glossy marketing buzzwords. I get that hesitation. You've probably spent way too much time scrolling through endless pages of all-weather claims, only to wonder whether the set will survive a summer storm or sag after a few meals. That's why I'm breaking down the Purple Leaf 11-piece patio dining set the way a seasoned shopper would, talking through the real-life trade-offs, who this set really shines for, and where it might fall short. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest question most buyers have is durability. This set is built around an aluminum frame, which is a solid choice for outdoor furniture because aluminum doesn't rust like steel and it stays light enough to move around the deck when you need to rearrange things. The tabletop and chair frames are wrapped in woven synthetic wicker that's specifically marketed as all-weather. In practice, that means the fibers are UV treated to resist fading and are designed to shed water rather than soak up. For a family that enjoys weekend barbecues on a deck, that kind of resistance can spare you the nightmare of a table that looks like a sun-bleached mess after a couple of seasons. Comfort is another often overlooked part of the decision. The chairs come with padded cushions and pillows that are already included, which saves you the extra expense and hassle of buying separate seat pads. The cushions use a polyester blend that is quick-dry and resistant to mildew, handy if you live in a humid climate or aren't planning to store the set indoors during winter. I've seen a few sets where the cushions become soggy after rain, turning the whole dining experience into a soggy affair. The quick-dry claim here seems to be a genuine step forward. Now, let's talk about the actual layout. The rectangular table measures roughly 75 inches long, giving you ample space for 6 to 8 people depending on how tightly you like to sit. The table's edges are slightly rounded, so you won't have those sharp corners that catch kids' elbows during a game of catch. The set includes 5 chairs, a bench, and a small side table that can double as a drink station. This arrangement works exceptionally well for a small to medium-sized patio or garden where space is a premium but you still want to entertain a few friends. If you have a sprawling backyard and are looking to host a large dinner party, you'll probably need to supplement this set with additional chairs or a larger table, but for most urban backyards this size hits a sweet spot. One practical strength that often gets missed in the hype is the storage solution. The aluminum frame is designed to be disassembled without any special tools. You can separate the tabletop, fold the chair legs, and tuck everything into a compact bundle that is easy to stack in a garage or under a porch. That means you can protect the set during the winter months without needing a massive storage shed. The downside, however, is that the wicker frame doesn't collapse. You have to keep the woven pieces together, which can be a little bulky if you have limited storage space. In other words, while it's portable enough for occasional moving, it isn't as compact as a metal-only set that folds flat. Another point of reality is maintenance. The synthetic wicker is low maintenance, but it does collect dust and pollen over time. A quick hose down and a wipe with a mild soap solution are usually enough to keep it looking fresh. The cushions, meanwhile, will benefit from periodic spot cleaning with a gentle detergent. Unlike some cheaper plastic wicker alternatives that crack after exposure to the sun, the purple leaf material claims to retain its flexibility for years. In my experience, you'll still need to cover it or bring it inside if you expect harsh winters with snow and freeze-thaw cycles. Aluminum can handle the cold, but the wicker may become brittle if left exposed for too long. Who should buy this set? If you're a couple or a small family that loves to eat outdoors and wants a ready-to-house package without hunting for matching chairs, this set is practically plug-and-play. It's also a solid pick for renters who need furniture that can be moved and stored easily, as the lightweight frame won't damage a balcony railing or a temporary decking surface. And because the cushions are included, you won't need to budget extra for seating comfort. On the other hand, if you're an avid host who regularly expects more than 8 guests, you'll find the seating limited. Likewise, if you have a tiny balcony with a load-bearing limit, the combined weight of the aluminum frame plus the filled cushions could be a concern, though the set is fairly light compared to solid wood alternatives. A realistic weakness worth mentioning is the price point versus